Dum da dum dum.
Hey guys, Sean here. Milsig, M17, G3LL. I'm back. And I'm back with just two bumpers. How it ships from the factory essentially. My 6 bumper experiment with shape projectiles failed after about 4 magazines, and I started to get jam. So rather than chase that one down the rabbit hole just yet, I was experiencing a stutter, not an auto fire, just a stutter on my launcher. So I went ahead and upgraded the sear spring, and again I've reverted back to 2 bumpers, 825 psi. So we're gonna see if that sear spring solved my problem. Today we're gonna use 9.9 gram rye balls, mixing things up, a Labco 684 8-inch barrel, and let's go. $260. Oh, my tank's not full. Pardon me. That's better. Good for 8 FPS on a full tank. 264. 262. This is the heavy duty, this is the Milsig less lethal bolt spring in here. Good. Detected no stutters. Sear spring, heavy duty sear spring is the ticket. Now, I want to, just for shits and giggles, I want to swap the bolt springs because many of you are going to end up with the paintball version of this. So the paintball spring is lighter and longer. So I'm going to swap that one in first, run some rounds through it, and then I'll try the Home Defense 24 spring, run some rounds through it, and we'll just compare all 3 springs. So Milsig spring, Milsig paintball spring, and somewhere around here is a Home Defense 24 tuning spring. Milsig less lethal spring. Out of curiosity, I measured that spring when it was brand spanking new. It measured at 95 millimeters. Curious what it's at now. I probably have well over 100 rounds through this. 92 and a bit, and it was 95 and a bit, so I've lost 3 millimeters, which is not that much. That's interesting. And here it is beside a paintball spring. Paintball spring is, now this paintball spring has been used, so it's 125, and this spring probably has 100 rounds on it too, and I'm guessing it's probably like closer to 130 millimeters in length. Oops. And what is the wire gauge on this guy? I think it was 1.6. Yeah, 1.6 on the paintball spring. 130 mils long, we're gonna call it. The less lethal, Milsig less lethal spring is 2 millimeters, and it was 95. Now, this Home Defense 24 tuning spring, on the other hand, is also used. I keep pressing the wrong button. It's early in the morning here. 2 millimeters, and its length is it's at 100. I remember this spring being 120 though, when it was new. All right, paintball spring in. So here's something I was talking about with the bolt retracting too far with only 2 bolt bumpers on. So I have 2 bolt bumpers on as for the factory. I inserted my magazine of 9.9 gram riot balls, and if you look closely down this hole here, normally the ball will be right, like it'll be bang, right visible in that hole, but you can see one's kind of halfway down there. And see there's one back here. So the bolt is ramped, and when I gas this launcher, it's gonna push that one in and push the other one down. But I had a couple instances here where that ball got jammed, and it's unusual for balls to get jammed, but whatever case, you know, launcher to launcher, things change. So I think when I swap to this Home Defense 24 spring, I might add at least 1 or 2 more bumpers just to try and stop that. Paintball spring, 2 bumpers, 9.9 gram riot balls. And a fresh tank. The Milsig less lethal spring was also a fresh tank. Huh. Well, I'll be darned. Paintball spring, a little better velocity, but obviously there's some trade-offs there with possible reliability. Home Defense 24 spring. All right, I got Home Defense 24 spring installed. 4 bumpers. Now I've just used 2 of my 3/4 inch garden hose washers. That's equivalent to 4. Let's see how it loads this time. Okay, so one ball is still back, but you can see now, you can actually visually see it. That's still not, oh, you know what, hang on one sec. We'll air it up. So watch where that ball is. And watch where it is now. That's where I like to see it when I have a magazine loaded and it's not gassed. Magnetic detents can solve that problem, or more bumpers, but I don't want to run too many bumpers. All right, Home Defense 24 spring, 9.9 gram riot balls. We've had our best numbers with the paintball spring. .264. Home Defense spring shoots more like the Milsig less lethal spring. 264. 262. Well, all right. The springs are a little different, just a little. Paintball spring versus a less lethal spring though, I'd probably err on the side of caution and go with the heavier spring. You know, chasing a few FPS here or there isn't worth that risk of some sort of failure. But it is something worth testing moving forward. As it stands right now, I have 4 bolt bumpers in here. I have removed all the guts from my E-core. I was testing this whole time, but I will tell you, I tested this before and after, and there is no performance change. But if you look very closely down there, obviously that brass nozzle is still in place. So I guess what's next? Remove the brass nozzle. Marker is working perfectly right now. No stutters, no auto fires, no nothings. And here I am, I'm gonna go screw it all up. Before I go and screw it up, 1100 PSI. 9.9 gram rivals. This marker right now is in its best working order. 324. 322. 320. Yeah, well, that's probably like 45-ish joules, almost. We're creeping up on 50. I bet you with the paintball spring, possibly could see 50. That's working good.